Welcome to part 3 of a video guide. It's showing how I'm building an Imperial Guard Deathstrike missile launcher conversion. In the last two videos I was just sort of lining up pieces to see how it would go. But now I've really started to glue it together and get things going. For the sides to glue them together, I propped them up with some bases and a strip of plastic card. But I'll show you what I've got going so far. So I'm trying to maintain this piece. I decided to put it on, and the neat little part about it is that the raising and dropping of the platform still works. So if it's just cruising along, we can toss the missile on there, and that's what it'll look like when it's moving along. And then if you want to get it stationary to fire it or what have you, you can have it lifted in the air so that it's ready to fire. Some things I'm currently working on are this section here. I'm not trying too hard to make it look exactly like the Epic model. I just mostly wanted to integrate this midsection as best I could with the look. You can see here we've got some gaps in the sides. I plan to sort of build up around there to sort of hide that, because the middle was a little wider than the front of the Basilisk model. On the sides I've got one of those boxes on each side now. They look pretty good and they sort of match the feel of the Imperial Guard. On the back side there's still a lot of work to be done here. You'll see that there's still some holes here, and I'm going to be patching those up. I also plan to perhaps make things on the sides that jut out right here. I've seen those on pictures of the older model, and they have sort of a manhole on each side. So I've looked at some old pieces and I might be able to fit that in there if I find enough pieces to work with that. Also, I'm just going to be tossing a few bits from the regular Basilisk model on top. Those include just like sandbags and other various details. But that's what it's looking like so far. It's coming together rather well, and it's actually a freestanding model at this point. Another thing I'm going to work on is filling in these screw holes with green stuff, and sort of over this top of this little marker and stuff like that. And I haven't decided really how I'm going to fasten down the missile, but I'm going to be looking into some ideas for that and whether I want it to be removable or not, as well as the cover here. I'm not sure if I want to have a guy sticking out. It looks like there'd be room, even with the swivel, to have a guy there, but I'm not sure what I want to do with that yet. That's what it's looking like so far. And the next step, it may be my last, it might not be, but stay tuned for that and we'll see what I've done by then.